YouTube was good, man. I'm back with another video. My hair looking crazy. This is the Q&A. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, I screenshotted everybody's questions that they asked me on my Instagram stories. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, that'll be in the description below as always. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna just answer some of y'all's questions. A lot of them are questions I haven't answered on here, so I thought that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? Y'all got some creative questions. We are actually about to head to a... Huh? Actually? What'd I say? I did not say Ashley. Sheesh. We're actually about to head to a water park. It's the kids' spring break. I've been working all week, but I'm off this weekend. I apologize for this piece of hair looking crazy. I might have to do something with that. But we're about to head to a water park. It's an indoor water park, so it's pretty cool. I've never been. My son has been, my wife has been, but me and my daughter have never been. So I'm gonna take y'all along the ride for that if you don't mind. Y'all get to see, you know, how we vacay, you know, our fam-K. You know what I'm saying? I like to take, anytime we go on vacation, I like to take y'all with me. Y'all get to experience, you know, what I experience. I think it's pretty cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. Welcome to the new episode. All right, we made it. Let's see if I can figure out this car thing. Did we make it?
Yeah.
Where are we?
At the water park.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Got your little wolf ears on, I see.
Oh man, I left mine.
Oh, I left mine too. Yeah, I think it's this way. The drive wasn't too bad. Make sure y'all can see me in here. So it's a little dark, but dope thing about this hotel or this resort is the water park is everything is inside, and it's like huge. And we got a room attached to it because it's just easier versus trying to stay like off of the resort and then get back on, and because everything is like all included in the price. It's pretty cool. Got some slow pokes back there, don't I? There he is. You okay?
Yep.
All right, we are. Let's see. I think our room is coming up. You got it?
Well, minor setbacks.
Minor setbacks for the major comebacks. All right, here we go. You ready, Ray? All right, let's see. All right. All right, here we go. Come on in. Oh, this is nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah. This is nice.
Yeah. All right. What? Okay, I got an idea, Ray. You want to give a tour of our room?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right, so you gotta show people around.
So this is our bed,
Okay.
and we have another bed.
Oh wow, 2 beds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a couch.
Oh.
Oh, hi guys.
Oh, hello.
And what else?
And we have like some tables.
Okay, this is where all the business meetings are conducted, right?
Ray. There.
Oh. Ooh.
You got a patio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patio.
Sit outside.
Yeah.
Bask in the glory.
Yeah. And we got TV.
Nice TV. Okay.
Do they have a fridge?
Yeah, fridge is right below. And then what else we got, bud?
And here's our bathroom.
Ooh. Bathroom. Little places to hang your clothes.
Yeah.
You like this room?
Yeah. And here's our tinker.
Okay, so on a rate from 1 to 10, 10 being the best room ever and 1 being the worst room, what would you rank this room?
I give it a 10.
A 10?
What?
All right, she gives it a 10.
I give it an 8.
Give it
I
a-
like it.
Give it an 8. That's you know, that's understandable. You done been in a lot of rooms. All right, so we're gonna get checked in, settled down, unpack and everything. We're gonna head to the water park. I'll check back in with y'all and I'll start answering some of these questions. All right. What is good? All right, I'm back. It's time to answer some of these questions y'all have for me. We've been at the water park pretty much for the last 4 or 5 hours, digging in there. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, you'll see the picture of me and baby girl shooting hoops and all that. Let me get to some of these questions. I'm scrolling on my phone now. I know I saved them. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right. First question. This is, I'm going to shout out the Instagram handle. Is it called handle on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to shout out the Instagram handle. This is from Jacoby. How do you feel about lock extensions? Personally, me, I don't know if I've ever really talked about lock extensions. I never wanted to get them just because I felt like for me, I wanted to embrace the journey. And I mean, I have a YouTube channel about my lock journey. So for me, getting extensions didn't really make sense. But I don't think if somebody wants to get extensions to make themselves feel better, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that. I mean, I feel like it's up to whoever is thinking about it. Now, I mean, I didn't want to do it just because I wanted to embrace the journey, but I don't necessarily think, you know, I'm not like, you know, Rastafarian, you know, all of that stuff when it comes to my locks. So I know some people are that way. It's probably the same people that think you should only go freeform. Me personally, I mean, if you want to do it, then that's fine. You know, it's up to you. Next question. This is from DJ B22. How do you go about styling your dreads? I can never get them to do what I want. It really just depends on how long you've had your locks. Me, I was able to do more with my locks once my hair got longer and once it got heavier. If you've seen my video where I had like the Killmonger joint, I think it's probably like 3 videos ago. I had it. Matter of fact, I'll show you right now. See how I did that? Just like that. Once your hair gets heavier and more mature, you can actually do with it what you want as far as styles and everything. Because me, I personally, I love being able to put my hair to the back. Y'all know I hate my hair being in my face. This next question is from Irvi J. Do you recommend putting oil on the whole starter lock or just the scalp? Does it help with dandruff? I recommend putting oil just on the scalp for your starter locks, and yes, it does help. And it helps like moisturizing. Pretty much think of your locks as dead hair and your scalp or the root being the hair that's actually alive, so to speak. So you always want to make sure you're paying attention to the actual scalp and the root. That's how you moisturize your hair. That's how your hair grows. That's how, like, new growth is the hair growing from the scalp, and then it's pushing down the dead hair, so it's making your hair longer. All this right here, see if I can get out of frame. All that is dead. You know what I mean? Up here, that's alive. If that makes sense. Some people probably didn't know that when it came to locks. Heart of a King says, what encouraged you to grow high top locks versus locks all over? What it was before I had my locks, it was like a man bun crave going on. So a lot of people like had the man bun or like they had the braids and all that. So I had a box, and then I actually ended up getting high top braids. Is that what's called? Yeah, high top braids. I'll throw a picture of that right here. So I had the high top braids, and then what happened? My wife actually was like, why don't you just get dreadlocks? Because the maintenance, like, I would get my hair braided and it would only last like less than a week. So she came up with the idea to get locks because, you know, I wanted this style. I always wanted hair. And then I felt like we're getting the high top locks after a while, which is happening now. You can't tell the difference. Having high top dreadlocks is versatile versus having full top locks. I can have my hair up and show off the crispy fade, even though it ain't too crispy now. Or I can have it down and you wouldn't even know. Once my hair gets to about here, you're not gonna be able to tell if I got high top or regular. So that's why. Nah, he don't have to. Next question from my homeboy, Superstar 817. As a family man as well as a businessman, what is your toughest challenge doing both? Well, that's a good question. I would say prioritizing my time is probably the toughest part, because you definitely, I work full-time shift work, so any free time I have is definitely a time management thing, making sure that I don't spend too much time with YouTube versus taking away my time with my family. Because at the end of the day, spending time with my family is one of the most important things to me. But I also realize that it takes grinding to be able to put out content to you guys. So I think just managing my time, and I don't know if I'm doing it right, honestly, but I sacrifice sleep a lot of the times. Like, I'll spend time with my family, I won't sacrifice that, and I'll sacrifice sleep to like edit videos or something like that. And it's all just like a balancing act. Who knows, like once my YouTube gets to a point to where like I'm making more money, then maybe, and a lot of people do this, they grind with the YouTube thing until they can actually quit their full-time job. I'm not to that point yet. So for me, it's all like a balancing act. Good question though, bro. I am the real Chaz says, is it important to reach the best level of study to consider that you are an important... What? Is it important to reach the best level of study to consider that you are an important to other? Bro, I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know what that means. OG Mark says, I have free forms and thinking about getting a need a retwist. Should I? It's up to you. If you work in a professional setting, I always say that the maintain locks are better for a professional setting than the freeform. And even if you do get a retwist, I would say don't get a retwist. If you're fully locked, I would say don't get a retwist too often, because you do run the risk of your locks thinning out. But I know people that have freeform locks and their locks are thin too. So, like, I know somebody who freeformed their whole lock and they have locks actually falling out. Like, they pulled the lock out. So it really just, it's up to you, bro. Last question of this little answering segue, because I got to get in the shower. We got to head around the resort, do some more activities with the kids, probably get some dinner and all that stuff, but I'll be back to answer some more questions. Can I guess the camera you use? A Canon EOS Rebel T6i. It's a Canon. You got that right. Somebody is calling me. Yo. Hello?
This is a friendly reminder. Your vehicle's factory warranty may have expired. We have been trying to reach you through the mail and have been unsuccessful. Your vehicle is at risk of not being covered. Please press 1 to...
I told y'all, man, them phone calls is outrageous. All right, so this person, Joey O'Bowie, is trying to guess my camera, asking, is it a Canon EOS Rebel T6i? It is a Canon, but it's not a Rebel T6i. I have a Canon... I had to look, make sure what I got. I got a Canon 80D, and this is... I'm actually waiting for the Canon 90D to drop, because I feel like that's going to be... I don't want to get too technical for y'all, but this is a good camera. They do have better cameras out there, DSLR cameras out there. But for me, and for what I do, this was the best bang for my buck. I'm able to do what I want to do with it. I have a couple different lenses. It's got the microphone and the headphone adapter on the side. I also have another smaller vlogging camera. It's a G7X, I believe. That's what you saw earlier. That's what when I came in the room, that's what that was filming on. And my wife films a lot of her sister lock videos on the G7X. But until I feel like it's necessary, this is the camera I've been using. I am looking at some mirrorless cameras like the Canon EOS R, just different stuff like that. But for now, that's what I'm using, the 80D, and I like it. I feel like it's, crispy video, and the lens I'm using is a 10 to 22 millimeter. It gives you that wide angle, or I can get you at the 22, or I can get you at the 10. You know what I mean? And that's really good for vlogging, because the camera, let me see. I'm gonna get. All right, I'm super close to the camera right now. The camera is literally that far from my face. Like, look, right here, and you can probably see all my pimples and everything. But the camera is literally that far from my face. That's why I love the wide angle lens. I need to take a shower though, so I will catch back with y'all here shortly. All right, what is good? It's the next day. We're actually packing up everything, about to head on out of here. Yesterday was dope. Enjoyed the water park. We hit the arcades. We did like a scavenger hunt. If you ever are in the Williamsburg area in Virginia, I recommend coming to the Great Wolf Lodge. It's pretty dope. Oh, okay. So they have more than one. They have a few. So check those out. Let me get back to some of y'all questions. This is from Ja33. He said, will your daughter ever get dreads or sister locks? Yes. Actually, she will. I believe she's getting sister locks, not dreads. Because my wife has sister locks. My mother-in-law has sister locks. So they already have a person that they go to. It'd just be easier for her to follow Nessa's footsteps. But the plan is for all of us to have locks. It's just easier to maintain, and it's just better for your hair. For, well, men, we don't get perms and stuff, but from what my wife tells me, for women, getting perms and all that stuff is bad for your hair, and locks and going a natural way is just more healthy. So yes. Now, Untamable Ian said, if I'm starting locks and already have long hair, how do I avoid unraveling to get to lock faster? If you already have the long hair, it's going to take you quite some time for your hair to actually lock. You could do the crochet hook method and get like insta locks. Excuse me. And with that, you just get the crochet hook needle, and you would basically twist your hair, and then you would just go like this and bring all them loose hairs in, and your hair would lock instantly. Because my hair wasn't like long, but it was longer than some that I've seen, and that's why it took me like 6 or 7 months for my hair to lock. That's the same question. Boogie the Great 924 said, what should I bring to vacation for my locks after I get in the ocean? My locks will be 7 months. So 7 months, I guess it depends on if your hair is fully locked or not, depending on the answer. If your hair isn't fully locked, I would say getting in the ocean and stuff might unravel, because my son's hair unraveled when we went to the ocean. I believe it was when we went to the ocean, or maybe when we went to the water park. I'm not sure. But either way, his hair wasn't fully locked and it unraveled. So if your hair isn't locked yet and you plan on getting in the ocean and enjoying yourself, I would say wear one of those swimming caps, because we bought one for my son. Wear one of those, and then you don't got to worry about it. If your hair is locked, all you got to do after you get out the ocean and stuff is just wash it like normal. Wash it, condition it, make sure you dry it. Do you have any regrets within your lock journey? None. No regrets at all. I don't regret dyeing my hair. I don't regret maintaining my hair. I didn't want to go freeform versus not. Like right now, I'm semi-freeforming. My last retwist was in January. I probably won't get another one until June. So about 5 or 6 months. That'd be my longest time without a retwist. So I don't regret it at all. Sauce Kid Caleb asks, how are you? I appreciate that, man. I'm actually good. I'm in good spirits. I'm in a good place in my life. I'm good, man. Thank you for asking. Mysterious Marino said, what are some tips while you're growing out your hair, and when is the best time to get starter locks? Some tips while you're growing out your hair. I would say just be patient, because before I grew out my hair, it seemed like it was taking a long time, because I had a mohawk at first, like not a mohawk, but I had like the hair, and then I just had the sides like cut, and then I had the hair in the back. It looked different than a mohawk. It's hard to explain, but I guess just patience, and time really kind of flew by with that. And then I ended up having just the box. And then what's the best time to get started? Really the best time, probably when your hair is like 2 to 3 inches. Now it's not gonna look the best, but your hair will lock faster. The shorter your hair is, the faster it'll lock. All right, last question before I get ready. We gotta get on out of here and get some food. What are your thoughts on crochet dreads? I got a crochet Hightop Dreads because I couldn't deal, I guess he's saying like couldn't deal with waiting or unraveling. Well, basically Raylan, what's wrong? Oh, basically what happened, let me go back to where I was at. Oh, crochet dreads. I personally didn't do it because I hear that it can damage your locks, but I can't confirm that because I've never done it myself. So I've never had a problem with my hair unraveling. When my son's hair unraveled, all I did was just twist it back, and he just didn't. We bought the shower cap. So I really don't have anything too negative to say other than what I've heard. I've heard that it can damage your locks, but other than that, I say give it a shot. I need to get dressed. Everybody else is getting dressed. Like I said, we about to go get some food. I probably won't show you the food, but we're going to this seafood spot. My kids love seafood. Me and my wife love seafood. Y'all know I love food in general, so it's about to go down. I'll catch back with y'all in a minute. Hey, look. First of all, I just want to say before I start this next part of the video, this part of the video is like 4 or 5 days after the last part of the video you just saw, but I'm gonna explain all that in a second. All right, so first things first, let me explain why it was such a long break in between this video and why the video took so long to get actually pushed out. Because if you follow me on Instagram, you already know the part that you've seen before this was probably like a week ago, when I took my family on vacation for like spring break. It was like towards the end of spring break and all that. Basically, we went on my kids had spring break, we went on a vacation, and then like the next day after we got back, I ended up getting surgery. And the surgery went well, everything's good to go, but it just kind of like put me, out of commission like 2 or 3 days. So I'm just now finally starting to get back in the swing of things, like able to, sip a little bit, able to move around, just go outside, get some fresh air, all of that good stuff. I was pretty much restricted to this little futon bed I got right here in the office / shoe room. This is where I've been. But I'm back now, so let me get back to these questions. Let's see. Phone about to die. Let's see if we can get it in. Pause. All right, so I answered those. All right. This is where I feel like this is where we left off at Kill 'em Drew 06. What do you think about the Duke game? I'm a Tar Heel fan, you know what I'm saying? Jordan, Vince Carter, the list goes on and on and on. But I'm a Tar Heel fan. I do like Zion. I think he's going to make some noise in the NBA. UVA, actually, obviously you guys know they won the national championship game. I am from Virginia, but I'm not a UVA fan. But since my team won in it, I was rooting for UVA. Dreadhead Brand 016 said, how long are your locks? I've never measured them, but they're down to my lip. So yeah, high top down to my lip. My 2-year anniversary will be in July. I don't even know how many months I'm at right now. So what, 20, 21, something like that. Yeah, my 2 years in July. Kind of hyped for that. Talk about career choices after high school. This is from Lil Tay. After high school, what I did was I went to a community college and I actually flunked out the first semester. So when you flunk out, you got to take like a semester off, academic probation and all that. So I was working, and then I took that 1 semester off, went back, and pretty much the same thing kind of happened. So then I started working I had like so many jobs back then, like 4 or 5 different places on and off, and then I joined the military. So that's, you know, my history with that. And the military kind of gave me a head start. I was able to go to school and just get a head start on life. I got married, had my first child, all that while I was in the military. What camera do you use? I think I answered this question already, but I use a Canon 80D, and I'm thinking about going to a mirrorless, like the Canon EOS R, perhaps. And the lens I'm using right now is a 10 to 22 millimeter. You get that wide angle, or you can get up close and personal. That would be at, wait, let me make sure I got this right. 10 to 22. So this right here is 22. No. This right here is 10, and that's 22. So you can get the super wide at the 10, or you can go into the 22. So right now, I probably got it at like 17, something like that. Are you willing to dye your hair a color other than blonde? Nah, and I didn't actually. I mean, my hair is this color, but it's not. Sorry if it's looking crazy. Y'all can see the new growth. I ain't got to retwist in a minute. My hair isn't blonde. I mean, it's this color, but it's bleached. That's how I got it this color. My loctician bleached it. And it was brighter, but you know, with time and all that stuff, it gets a little darker. Drop a comment below if y'all think I should go back and get it re-bleached to brighten it back up. Just comment, do it again. If y'all think I should go back and get it brighter, if I should just leave it how it is, let me know. And also, I haven't had any negative issues with bleaching my hair. My hair isn't thinned out. It hasn't broken off. It isn't dry or damaged or none of that, because I just moisturize like I always do. So I haven't had no problems. My hair is soft as crap right now. Just feel it. Oh, put your hand right here. Put your hand right here. Just feel it. You feel that? How soft that is? It's soft, right? I know. Next question. Let's talk basketball. How many times have you had your ankles broken? King Jamesel, boy. You know what I'm saying? What? I did. You know what's crazy? My homeboy I grew up with, we was playing basketball in my backyard. I ain't gonna say I had the only hoop in the neighborhood, but I had one of the only hoops in the neighborhood. So we was hooping, but my driveway, it was like a square, and I had the hoop, but it was like a little drop off point. So he was dribbling, see what I'm saying? And I went to guard him, but I stepped off the little ledge. So like the ledge right here, I stepped off, and when I stepped off, I did end up fracturing my ankle. So I guess to answer your question, once. But I doubt the dude watch, but if you watching this, you know you ain't break my ankle, bro. What do your locks mean to you? Is it for spiritual growth, patience? What's your meaning? This is from Billingsley Lee. My locks, to me, I started off getting the locks just because I wanted hair. You know what I mean? Whether it was locks, whether it was just, letting my hair grow down. And then having the locks, it helped me to grow more patience, because I already kind of had patience with different things, but growing the locks definitely helped me with patience. It's not for spiritual reasons or anything like that, but to me it's just something like I started and I want to see it through. So if I have the patience to grow my locks starting from any beanie like little worms, then I know I got the patience to do really anything that I set my mind to. At what point did you start washing your locks? I'm assuming you mean washing it myself, because my loctician would wash it every month. Like from day one, starter locks, a month after that, she washed it. Now myself, I started washing it maybe like month 4 or 5. When your hair starts budding and starts getting fat, that's when I feel like it's comfortable. I mean, it's a safe point for you to wash it yourself. What else? I think I answered all those. Okay. Josh 954 baby. Tips for saving up to buy shoes. So you got to be selective with what you buy, because you know there's gonna be, especially with Jordans come out nowadays like every week or every other week. It's always gonna be Jordans you want to buy. Now I'm not gonna say you have to buy all the, you know, quote unquote hype stuff. I say buy what you like and then be selective. If you know you can afford 3 pairs of shoes a month, right? But Jordan is coming out with 10 pairs of shoes a month. Which 3 pairs do you really, really want? And then look at, let me see how I can explain it. Like, let's say this right here is April. So let's say you looking ahead and, like, for example, the Bread 4s come out in May 4th. If you know you want them shoes, and I think they cost $200 or $220, you know you want them shoes bad, and you really want them shoes bad, you might not be able to buy a pair of shoes the month prior. You know what I'm saying? You got to prioritize what shoes you want, because there's always gonna be shoes that come out. But if you really want a pair of shoes, you got to say, okay, well, I want to not get the pair I kind of like, get the pair I really, really like. Also, if you got shoes in your collection that you don't really wear, like for example, right here, right? Oh, sorry, moving kind of slow. These right here, Space Jam 11s. These came out in what, 2016? I think they came out in 2016. It's 2019, and I still haven't worn these. If I don't wear these shoes at some point this year, I'm selling them. I'm getting on StockX, GOAT, whatever, and I'm selling these, because there's no point in me having a shoe in my collection that I'm not wearing, bro. Like, what? And I don't even know why I haven't worn these, because I love these shoes. Like, this shoe is dope to me. I just haven't worn it yet. Still smell new and everything. Crispy on the bottom. Like, there's no reason I haven't worn this shoe yet. I just haven't worn it. So that's another thing. If you got shoes that you haven't worn, then I got DS shoes like all around me. It's crazy that you just haven't worn, that you can sell. You know what I'm saying? Power joints. If I don't wear these, they going. They just gonna go. Next question. I got my dreads interlocked. Is that good or bad? I think I've answered this question already in here, so you guys already know my opinion on that. But shout out to Jaheem P15. 93 Until said, what are your number one favorite pair of Air Jordan 1s? That's tough, man. I mean, I like all of them, but if I had to pick one, I'd say probably, man, that's crazy. Cause these are insane. The Travis Scott joints are crazy. You know what I'm saying? With the pink laces, them joints is crazy, but I gotta keep it classic, gotta keep it OG. Cause Fragments, the Union joints, the Off-Whites, like all of them are crazy. But if I had to choose my favorite, like, you know, knock on wood, house burning down, Curtis, go back and grab a pair of Jordan 1s, I would probably say Chicago Jordan 1s. These are from 2015, not worn. I had another pair, but I beat them to crap, so I bought another pair. These ain't worn right here. I need to bust these out soon. But yeah, Chicago 1s probably. Honorable mention would probably be the Breads. And I wear these a lot. Like, these are pretty beat. I wear them. I got another pair, DS, but that pair right there, I beat a lot. Anytime we go out to a bar or anything, and that's what I put on. Oh, next question. And this joint, yeah, this video gonna be kind of long, but it is what it is. If y'all don't mind the video being long, hit a thumbs up button for your boy. What are your, no, I just answered that. If my hair doesn't unravel, is it okay to get it completely wet in the shower? yeah, if your hair's not unraveling, then yeah, you can get it wet. I would advise you to dry it. You know, don't just like leave it like just drenching wet, because then you run the chance of getting mold. And that's from Coolin J. Coolin J asked me a couple questions. Oh yeah, that's the same question. Then he said, what month did you start waiting 2 months for your retwist? Once my hair started locking up and I started kind of like not relying on a loctician to make sure my hair wasn't unraveling, that's when I started waiting. Because I got it retwisted every month, probably up until like month 4 or 5. And that's when I was like, all right, let me just chill out and just wait a couple months. And now, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I got my last retwist in January. I don't plan on getting another one until June. So that's like 5-6 months. That'll be my longest time without a retwist. So you can say I'm kind of semi-freeforming right now. How do you approach working out sports with dreads? I know you don't. Maybe Bagel's 18. He said, look, he said, how do you approach working out or sports with dreads? I know you don't, but maybe your wife. I guess you're trying to throw shots saying I don't work out. You know what I mean? Sherelle do work out every day. I ain't gonna flex. I haven't been working out every day like I'm supposed to. I've been kind of fell off the train. The train done left. I'm waiting on I gotta buy a ticket for the next train to come through. But what she does is she wears like the sweatbands. You know, make sure, because she works out at home through like the home workout, so she's able to turn a fan on, have a cool environment. If you're a student and you like play sports and all that, I would say wear a do-rag. Like if you play football, wear a do-rag under your helmet, wear the sweatbands, just different stuff like that will help keep your hair intact with all the sweat and all that. What do you say? Just cut my dreads because I got tired of dry scalp. You ever felt that way? I think about cutting my hair at least every week. Not like in-depth thought, but it'll come across, man, you know, I don't know how long it would take me to get my 360 waves back. There's little stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, I think about it at least once a week, but nothing too serious. I know, you know, I feel that way, and then I'll look in the mirror and be like, man, you know, my hair done came a long way. I can't wait till my joints is dropping down here. So that kind of always brings me back. But that was the last question. That was from David Richard 5. So shout out to everybody who participated in the Q&A. Again, these questions came from my Instagram DMs. My Instagram is listed down below. Speaking of that, I asked you guys on my Instagram who wanted to see a jersey collection vid, and I'm not about to do that right now because this video is probably like a 15-20 minute, but y'all can see the jerseys right here. And also got the shorts. You know, I got the Babe. I got all types of shorts and stuff back here. That's the cowboy section. Shout out to the boys. But if y'all want to see a jersey collection, comment down below and just say jersey collection vid, and that'll let me know that you guys want to see that. And that, you know, I can do that soon. I can have that uploaded here pretty quick. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because this video is already pretty lengthy, like I was saying. Stay locked, be blessed, put God first, and the rest is easy. Is comment down below, let me know if y'all want to see that jersey vid, because a lot of people say they want to see a sneaker vid, and I get that, but it would take me, that's like a 30-45 minute video, but the preparation probably would take me a whole day. I just don't have time for that, y'all. Like this is what fits in here, from down there up there, you know what I'm saying? And then the Jordan 1s over here. That's not including what's in the closet, in my master bedroom, hallway. It's a lot, bro. So, and then in the basement. Anyway, comment down below if y'all want to see the jersey collection. All right, holla.